daylight savings time, so technically the universe is around 6:30ish, but most humans think it's still like 5:30, or I guess it's closer to 5:45, 6:45, but it seems like 5:45 because daylight savings just started. There's a hint of sunrise way off in the distance, so I didn't want to come out sooner than say yesterday. Yesterday was incredibly dark when I came out, and I knew that I'd be walking pretty far. Smell of van cookies this early in the morning. It was back off my right side, right shoulder. I showed it like 15 seconds ago. The big brown golden cookie and the golden eagle above it. Cheesecake Factory. University of Arts used to have a lot of its classes in this building up here across the street where you see a little bit of lavender above Chase Bank, which you'll see in a minute. It appears Temple took over. There are a lot of University of Temple or Temple University flags there. They used to have dancers in the studio where the big windows are. So I don't know if Temple has a dance program. University of Arts actually closed. It lost its accreditation, as they say, so it did not start up a 24-25 academic year. It became like a big issue. where the dance hall was, on the corner there above Chase. Now it says temple everywhere. International House of Pancakes used to be Passage to India many, many years ago, and it's coming up here on the right. And Passage to India was a nice restaurant. They had a buffet and sit down. And when it became IHOP, they had pancake mascots come out to promote it. So the first one was like, say, Sue or Betty, and they had to escort the pancake out to the median strip because it was hard to walk in a pancake mascot costume. But all of a sudden Sue or Betty went missing, and like Wendy came in. I forget how it worked, but it became like incredibly funny that one pancake might have ousted the other. It sort of became like a silly joke, but for some reason the IHOP looks good when the light's on at this hour. Oddly, like in the middle of the city, it's just, you know, a really, you know, it's a building that doesn't look overly citified. But oddly, it looks good. I don't know what it is. It provided a neat thumbnail. So, and they're serving Ramadan menu until March 31st. This side of it. Interestingly, this is the second week of spring break schedules. This is Grandma Philly's, or Philly Grandma, or whatever. And I think Temple University had their spring break this past week, and it would be winding down, say, this weekend. University of Pennsylvania has their spring break starting this weekend, going for another week. And then there's a third round. There's probably more, but I know of 3 for certain. I think Delaware has its spring break for college, for University of Delaware, the week after this coming week. So anyway, there's 3 weeks of spring breaks, and I don't know if there are more. Depending on what school you go to, but those are the big 3, I think, for bigger universities. And then, of course, public schools and K through 12, they begin their